Hello and welcome to today's video as we cover my power rankings. I'm going to talk a little quieter. Had dental work done today. Um, power rankings, major regions, LCK, LPL, based on stats. Minor regions, LEC, LCS, LCP, based on stats. The stats we're utilizing: um, win rate, kill death ratio, kill death difference, turret taken difference, um, gold difference per minute, damage share, not damage share, Drake percentage, Baron percentage. So, this is a culmination of the entirety of the season thus far. This is not just what happened this past week. So, if you're thinking it's just going to be something that happened based on this past week, um, you're in the wrong place. Here, if you can barely see it, but it is the Discord's power rankings. Had about 10 participants this week, which is good. More the merrier. We have hundreds of people that are in the Discord, so if you'd like to participate, there's always a thread for the power rankings. Just 1 second. So if you'd like to join the Discord, you may at any time. So the thing is with these stats, everyone gets upset. They look at them and they say, well, it's always KC. Why are they so low? So I've made some changes, not because of KC, but the more I thought about it, feat of strength percentage, First Blood we determined was not very conducive to what a good team was or a bad team was. Of course, you want First Blood, but it wasn't indicative of much. Herald percentage, in the same vein, early game objective. So I took them out. I took those two stat points out, and this is the result. So, major regions, it's pretty standard. HLE, Gen G, Anyone's Legend, BLG, Top Esports, T1, D plus IG. We could think all 8 of those teams could win Worlds. D plus is always the one that kind of makes us wonder some things. And I know people are going to be like, but D plus have struggled. Look, they're 15th over here. Like the eye test and what people think have them 15th. And it's like, well, when we look at the entirety of the season, D plus have had a pretty good year thus far. Now, HLE and Gen G were technically tied. HLE leapfrogged Gen G on tiebreaker because HLE won first stand, which is part of the tier ranking. How many tournaments have you played in? What was the competitive nature of that tournament? First stand, obviously, the teams that went there got buffed. Yes, KC has the same buff as HLE in the rankings because of this. So HLE did lose this past 2 weeks. They beat Bro and DRX, but lost to KT. We see KT moving up 4 spots to 12th. Them and T1 are the biggest movers in this major region power rankings because T1's had a great set as well. Gen G beat D+, Nongshim, BFX, DNF. They're on a roll. Anyone's Legend, Top Esports, Weibo, TT, NIP, but lost to BLG. They're still above BLG, just barely, as BLG go above Top Esports because Top lost to Anyone's Legend dropped down. But when we look at the entirety of the season, AL have had a pretty good season. They were first because statistically they've been really strong. T1 though, KT, DRX, D+, and Bro 2-1. I said this going into the Bro or D+ matchup. I said it recently. I was like, T1 are a team that I wouldn't be shocked to end up going to MSI. Despite being a team that's been kind of meh so far. With Guma in the lineup, they've gotten better, being more consistent, getting wins. And it probably didn't help things that they had 2 changes from last year's roster instead of just 1 when they had Smash in the lineup. D+ beat DRX, BFX, but lost to Gen G, KT, T1. Gen G and T1, T1's a team they're around, as is KT. You see KT 12th, they're coming. Nongshim, 11th. IG beat Thunder Talk, Team Wii, JDG, NIP, but lost to Top Esports. 4-1's a good run. JDG beat Wii, Weibo, FPX, lost to IG, Top. They're 9th, they dropped 3 spots. Other notables though, KT, like I said, beat D+, DNF, HLE, lost to T1. Other notable was Team Wii, 17th, moving up 4 spots, beat NIP, FPX Thunder Talk, but their schedule, they played 7 matchups in 2 weeks. Lost to JDG, IG, BLG, Top Esports. 4 losses we expect, but the NIP win is something significant. Although NIP have struggled thus far this spring, I would have had them above Team Wii, but they found a way. Thunder Talk dropped 3 spots to 20th as they faced 5 matchups and 6 actually. They beat Weibo, but lost to BLG, IG, FPX, Anyone's Legend, and Team Wii. You see RNG and OMG are gone. Their seasons are done. Minor regions, the top 5 stay the same. Koi continues to have great stats, despite KC winning Europe. And next, power rankings. The tier category is going to be updated, and the teams that made LEC playoffs are going to get another boost in these rankings relative to the teams that didn't. But it hasn't happened yet because the stats that are in place right now do not have playoff games because playoffs haven't started yet. So expect next power rankings. I mean, I guess Koi's in the playoffs anyways, but expect LEC teams that are in the playoffs to get a little bit more of a boost. So FlyQuest beat Shopify and Dignitas. No surprise. C9, Lions Gaming TL. CFO, LCP Squad beat GAM and DFM. GAM wins nice. Fnatic beat BDS Heretics. Koi, SK Rogue. G2, Vitality SK, but lost to KC 2-1. Still moved up 4 spots, probably more so due to the changing the metrics than anything else. Talon still move up 1 spot. They're not even in the top 25 anymore based on people's opinion in the Discord. Talon's a team that's still very good. Statistically, just aren't quite getting the wins. Team Secret Whales moving up 3 spots though in the LCP. They're doing quite well. That young team has continued to develop, and his Toe and Dyer have done quite well and gotten better as Eddie Taki continue to be maybe the best bot lane duo in the LCP. Beat Talent and them Vikings, which is a significant win. Some big movers, Pain and Furia dropping 3 spots. Pain beat Vivo Keith Stars and Isurus, but the stat changes and things still dropped 3. Furia beat Red, but lost to Fluxo. Fluxo move up 2 spots from the basement. They're no longer the worst team in the world. KC up 4 spots, beat Rogue, Vitality, G2. 100 Thieves dropped 3 spots, beat Dig, lost to Shopify. Not a great result there. Giant X moved up 4 spots, beat BDS Heretics. BDS dropping 6 spots, back to where they probably should be. Fnatic, Giant X, keep in mind when these LEC teams get buffed, BDS will not get that buff and they will be farther separated, and expect Heretics to actually move up because Heretics still beat Vitality in that best of 1. Lion Gaming beat Disguise, lost to Cloud9, Leviton lost to Isurus, and Vivo Keith Stars. They dropped to 24th. I mean, I'm not overly shocked by these rankings. I think, like, in the end, you got to think about it this way. I think those stats are pretty solid. People do have Gen G. I think Gen G were ranked first in almost everybody's power rankings that participated, but when you take the entirety of the season, HLE may have better stats, right? Well, they do. They do have better stats, and I don't think it's, too far-fetched to believe that that's possible. But then you got Top, AL, BLG, T1. CFO sneaks in there, of course, is the best minor region team. JDG. We see FlyQuest and KC, 10th and 11th, best LTA North and LEC team. Excuse me. No LTA South team got a vote. Team Wii and FPX getting boosted because of their recent results. I don't think that they're actually 16th and 19th in the world, but that is what it is. I wish I could give this video a little more pizzazz, but just trying to get it out for you guys. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.